Aloha, everybody. So this video, purpose of it is to first ask how is everyone doing. It's what, Monday, Tuesday? It's now is all that matters. So hopefully you caught the talk I gave at the Dali17 Museum, which was, I think it went fantastic. If you have any thoughts about it, I've received a few, and they're wonderful. I see that people are acknowledging personal growth, which is amazing. That's why I do this. You know, do the thing that if nobody was paying you to do, that's what you do anyway. So nobody's paying me to do this. Trust me. But that's the cool thing. It doesn't matter. I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for this connection, this getting those little messages that say, hey, this is making a difference in my life. And so, am I going to plug you again for the PBS sponsorship thing? Yeah, let's try and figure out how to keep this ship afloat together. I don't have all the answers, but I certainly can use a hand myself. So, back to this talk. If you did catch it, by the way, who's out there? Valerie Marks has joined. Valerie Marks, by the way, has been very instrumental in helping me with that talk at the Dali17 Museum. She gave me the outline for putting a thesis together. She even has volunteered to compress these notes so that I can. Well, she's just been fantastic. So thank you, Valerie Marks. Send her a hello or a aloha. And that's what I mean. People who are giving whatever way they can, and that sort of thing makes these sorts of things that I do to inspire all of you possible, because that is the whole point of this. The thesis or the theme of my book is, if you follow your bliss, that thing that really gets you in the gut, doors will open where none had existed before. So many authors can say, do this, my success is proof that my work is valid. That's not everyone, but many. And my style is, I'm going to write to you about my experiences of following my bliss. And not only am I going to put it in a book, but I'm going to be a demonstration of my own principles by following my bliss and showing you and sharing with all of you the adventure of an independently published author who's looking to make a name, a brand, a something for himself, you know. I know other people are doing their thing their way, and God bless them for doing it. But I'm here to innovate and bring about something that has never been beheld before. And I feel like together, as we grow, as I share this knowledge with all of you, you guys, you road dogs, assimilate it and do things that you never thought were possible. Because why? Because this dude is doing things that, well, I know are possible because that's why I do them. And I fall on my face a lot. I mean, one of my favorite moments from that talk I gave is this baby starts crying, and so the guy's picking him up, and then this dog barks because this woman has him in a little basket. And so in the middle of my talk, there's this dog bark, and I thought, this is gold. Like, if I didn't have the courage to get up on that stage and share my truth, I would have missed out on something so exceptional like that. So it was wonderful. I talked to my mom today. Call your mother. And we had a fantastic conversation. And I just sent her a link to the talk so she can watch it. She doesn't get the internet at all, but she'll see her son up there. And So yes, had a good conversation with my mother. Again, this talk was not about getting it right. The lithograph that I donated, I didn't even have a picture of her or a projection of it, but so I acted it out. I utilized myself as art to become art, or a demonstration of it. And it's not just acting out a picture that we are invited to do that. We are a demonstration of the art and the beauty of our own lives, which comes from within, you know. Sure, you can have it well in life and wear the best things and say, see, I'm value because I have the best things. And then life can somehow knock you across the face, and everything you once had, you don't have. And where is the value now? Especially when you can't get those things that you used to identify with yourself. And so for me, I'm always a little hungry, both in a literal and figurative speech, but more so in the figurative speech because that one's deeper, has a deeper meaning for me. I remember seeing some movie, I think it was Legally Blonde, where Reese Witherspoon says, I invested, when I was hungry, I invested in Vogue because that was more food for my soul. And I thought that was so stupid. But then I got it, and now I get it, and now I'm living it. Whatever it is that you are, even in the face of hunger and uncertainty, you're choosing this thing, and it just keeps you going. And so all that to be said, I hope that people are actually learning from my demonstration. What are people saying? De nada amigo. I'm including that in the transcripts. I'm gonna like that. Heather Barker joined. Hello, Heather Barker. For those of you who don't know, because how would you? I don't mind. I hope Heather doesn't mind that I share a little tidbit. Heather is a dear friend who I had the pleasure to meet years ago. And although we were not on the same plateau as far as where we would be together in life, life brought her a beautiful husband and a beautiful daughter. And I watch her life unfold, and it's beautiful. She's a kind, gentle soul who's raising a kind, gentle soul. You can see it, and she's got a good man beside her. So hope you don't mind, Heather, that I gave you a little shout out, but just wanted to let you know you're a good egg, and there are many. Hey, buddy. Hey. Yeah. I drew Heather, who happens to like sea turtles, on a side note. I drew a sea turtle once with the letter C in it, because those who know me as a punny guy. So anyway, I feel that this doesn't need to go on forever, but yeah, I think with the moon that is waning, it's almost gone. It's probably just a crescent right now. Meditate on what is dying in my life. For example, I have been having these thoughts that are fear-based in nature. I've been experiencing them, but not living by them. And what I mean by that is, because I'm meditating on the moon, and I have the moon there every night, reminding me it's decreasing, it's fading away, it's dying. The light in these things no longer is serving you. So I have these ideas, and rather than hold on to them and experiencing them in my mind, I allow them to float on through. Because why? The moon is reminding me, allow things to die. This is not what's going to happen. It's what no longer is serving you in your mind. And it wants to fade, and the only person that can hold that thought there is you. And so I allow those things to just pass on by. And so what in your life is dying? To be born again. Because when the moon fades out, it's going to be gone for 3 nights, just like someone was gone for 3 nights in a tomb. And then it will be radiant once again. So, as we all are. becoming. I recall I started this journey with my first Facebook videos, and I was in a park, and I'm still in a park. I love parks. I feel people can really take advantage of getting back to nature, and a park is a great way to do it. So, but I had no idea where this was going, and I still don't. But, you know, I love saying that I don't know where I'm going, but I'm certainly on my way. And so are all of you, fellow road dogs. So, I think that's going to do it in a nutshell. Any questions? We support you, fellow love and blessings from Turkey. Ah, getting, I'm going to like that, right? Meow. And Heather's, hey, buddy. The response I'm getting from around the world is exceptional. You know, you cannot travel within and stay still without. You know, I've yet to go to these places, many of them, but you know, their influence is coming to me, and it's just as intoxicating. It's a clue that, hey, these things are vibrating with you. They're resonating. They want to be part of you as well. So everything that I'm saying for myself, I know that all of you are saying, okay, how does this apply to my own life? That's really the whole thing. I'm here as a reflection of you. Maybe not the same wants, needs, whatever, but somebody who's learned from his mistakes, which are not mistakes at all, because it's all part of the journey. That's something I reassured my mom today, that I said, you know, all those spankings and beatings I got, I can't discredit any of them, because those, along with all the good that I perceived of as well, got me to this place. It's not just one and the other. I include the whole thing, and it makes it, it gives it value, and really demonstrates to me that my mom truly loved me, because she put me to work. She used to give me $0.25 for sweeping the patio. And then I got promoted to $2 that I could rub together at one point, and I thought that was the world to me. But what she wanted to teach me is that my value is inherent in myself, not in this external stuff. And that if I wanted something, I could I could manifest it by putting in the work, you know, by working, especially working with and at what we love. We are keeping pace with the earth, like all the little squirrels that go and bury their nuts and forget where most of them are. I can relate. And all the birds that are, you know, and the bees, these are all working, but they're working for a purpose that is keeping the whole thing going. So that is what I would like for all of you guys to recognize and walk away with this today, is the moon is fading out. So are all of the things that are no longer serving us. And when you have a negative thought, or what you perceive as one, it's just thought that is finding its way. It needs to go through you because it came from you. So it's finding its way to its new home, which has nothing to do with your present, where we all are. And value. When you work with love and doing what you love, that is what really beautifies the world. You know, if you drudge the crushing of the grapes, your drudgery distills a poison in the wine. And I've certainly had my fill of jobs that were just soul-sucking, or just jobs that earned money. And I'm taking, in order, just like the moon, in order for this new life as a writer and motivational speaker, world traveler, to come to birth, the old version has to die. And so I've died many times to get here, and I will die many more to get further. And the more you die, the easier it gets. So, with that, may this message encircle the world and help some needy soul who needs to hear it. I will throw this up on the groups. I've been, I believe, because I post so many videos, Facebook puts a restriction on me, but I still get them out there, and I respect they're doing their thing, keeping control of traffic. So I'm learning the system too. And I will post this on Wednesday when my restriction is lifted. So if anybody wants to get with me regarding any trade, barter, donation opportunities, please private message me. And aside from that, I hope all of y'all have a wonderful day, today, in the present moment. All right, aloha. Road Dogs out. Road Dog 1 trying to finish